God dang it. Well, welcome back, YouTubers, and today I'm doing something that I was a little sure if I should or shouldn't do. Because remember that time that YouTube just demonetized a whole bunch of channels for no good reason? Just the fact that they had something like this on there? Just remember, these are not powder burners, and you can't really compare them to powder burners, and I'll tell you why. Like a 223 Remington, say the amount of pressure it uses to push a 223 projectile out at, over 2,000 feet per second is basically like something like 55,000 PSI. You can't fill any bottles that I know of to 55,000 PSI. So you're working in a given range of anywhere, say from 2,000 to 4,500. Even these guys right here, these are not rated to 4,500. This right here is not. This one is 3,600 PSI. And this one right here, I believe is something like 4,000 something PSI. So let's just get that out of the way really quick. You really can't compare an air rifle to a powder burner. I'm being really cautious of what I'm saying, guys, in the fear of demonetizing me. But you shouldn't really have to feel that way on a platform to, that you can't share what some of your passions are. It's really not fair. Now, YouTube has put in, some different protocols where if you say you're doing this, you have to go A, B, C, and D. They made it so you step to the stuff to tell you what you're doing, and I'm within those boundaries when I'm doing this. So hopefully I don't get demonetized, but we will see. Don't know. So what we'll be doing today, we're going to be using this guy right here. Both of these are modified Air Force Condors. This one has a different barrel. I'll go over it a little more in the video. Different valve, and they're designed to shoot slugs, not pellets. Slugs are a lot heavier. But one thing that and you can shoot with these guys in stock forms without changing the valves and all that, and shoot slugs. They're fine for that. The reason why I put a 257 Doug Noble valve in here, which is way too big for a 25, is because I don't like filling my gun to high fill pressures. And the reason why is because you only have in your fill tank, which is it's around here somewhere, this guy, and your fill tank, which you use to top off these guys. These are not regulated, by the way. Fill tank is 4,500 PSI. So if you're trying to squeeze a lot of power out of a smaller valve, you have to go up on your fill pressure. You have to hit the valve harder. And if you're way up there, like, 4,000, all it takes is 500 PSI where you can't top the rifle off again. So that's why I'm using way too large of a valves in these guys. And this guy right here is not very practical. It has no shot count. The barrel is probably not the best barrel for what I'm doing. It's very picky on what it shoots, and today that's what we're doing. We're going over a bunch of different slugs. We're going to try to find one that shoots good in this guy again, because it used to be the Rat Sniper slugs, but he doesn't make those slugs anymore, so I'm trying to find another one that'll work decent in this picky shooter. Now remember, this guy right here, this big old valve, I can lower, and this hammer, I can lower the feet per second, but doesn't shoot well. For some reason, this guy right here is at a lower, more practical fill pressure. This will make 90 foot-pounds and will shoot a 48 grain slug at 930 feet per second. I've tried turning this one up, doesn't work. So this one shoots at a lower feet per second. That's where it likes to shoot. This guy right here, I tried to turn it down. It doesn't work. So I'm kind of stuck to finding something that'll work at 1,000 to 1,000 and maybe 80. In that subsonic area, because when it passes through that the transonic zone, it can actually throw the wobble of your projectile off. There's a whole bunch of stuff on that. A lot of other channels go over that more than me. I just put things in here and I try different things, and I'll tell you right now, to get some of these rifles right here to shoot, you just have to go out there and test them. And some of those theories just go right out the window, because some of them will shoot good, passing to those zones, and some won't. You just gotta test it out. So today we're testing a whole bunch of different slugs with this guy right here. Let's get to the video. Okay, so this is a non-choked stock Lothar Walter barrel. It doesn't have quite the twist rate that you need to be super accurate, but when I bought this put together, it worked good enough. This gun is not going to win any bench rest competitions. Like I said, it did work great with the Rat Sniper slugs. Hopefully we can find one that works as good as that now. But what it has is a Doug Noble 257 valve. So that is a pretty hefty valve for a 25 caliber. 257, those are usually like, you know, 70 to 100 grain. These guys are a lot lighter, but I do have it turned down. I have a heavy spring, sorry, I have a light spring, the stock Airforce Condor spring, but I have a very heavy hammer in this guy. And it's tuned right around 1,000 feet per second. This gun likes to shoot. I'll throw some slugs down range and then we'll check out the feet per second to see where it is, which slugs are shooting the best, and then we'll go from there. So first we'll do a penetration test. I'll show you, this is a 2x4 and that rifle is putting out right around 120 foot-pounds, 120, 125 foot-pounds. And you'll see that it's definitely not a toy. You gotta take these things serious. So we'll go ahead and put one through this, then we'll go down range to 50 and we'll shoot some groups on some paper. Boop, this guy right here first. Let's go ahead and use the heaviest one. This is gonna be the 55 grain. I do have a sizer here. I'm gonna try shooting 5 round groups with non-size and size to a little bit smaller. Ooh, those fit in there tight. All right, penetration wood test. I believe that went right through. All right, so here is the entrance and there is the exit. So yeah, this is a 2x4. That's what I was saying. When you start modding these air rifles and you start turning them up, do not treat them as toys. They will definitely put a hurting on you. A nice little dirt nap. Okay, so 50 yards, I'm not even gonna start at 25, I'll start at 50. So at 50 yards, we'll put some down range. It looks farther than 50, that's because this is just a wide angle camera, but it is 50 yards. I walked it off and it took pretty big steps. It might be a little bit longer, but we're right around 50. Right here, I'm gonna try the 55s, non-sized, then I'll try them sized, and then we'll try another one right here. Whatever I pick up afterwards, but let's check out these two groups first. It's been a long time since I shot this gun, guys. Hope I don't suck. I'm sure I am. These things are very hold sensitive, and that wind is not helping, nor is the sun in my face, or the glare in my glasses. All types of stuff not working for me today. One. Two. Three. 4. 5. All right, let's check them out. So that was the first one. I'm not sure if I pulled that one, whatever. But these right here, I mean, that's not too bad. My first time shooting this gun in a long time. Remember, these guns are very hold sensitive, so it's really easy to pull these things because a lot of spring pressure, and that hammer has to come back. It's really heavy. It rocks the gun back and forth. So that could have been me, but so far it's a good start. We'll go ahead and size them down, and we'll put 5 more right here. So this is a 249 sizer. So I took the 250 down to 249. So we'll see if that helps at all. Now that glare is nasty. Whew. That one went low. Okay, so that looks like it's worse. Well, that's worse than that. That's acceptable. I mean, that one I might have pulled, like I said before, but that's definitely a larger, so it did not like being, those did not like being sized down to 249. On another note, look what happened to the center block a bit back there to stop the round, just in case they don't go skipping around. Let's put one more center block back there. Now we're gonna try these 54 grain boat tails. This is the Griffin Airgun rounds. Where did that one even go? Okay, it went low to the right, so I just moved the center blocks back a little more so that we could see it and the light peeking through. All right, let's try again. Oh, by the way, each shot I'm topping back off at 3100 PSI just to eliminate any deviance with the feet per second. Then after that, we'll do more testing. Ooh, that one moved around. So far, we're not finding anything it really likes. Not like the rat sniper slugs. It loved those. Another one. Let's go look at it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So let's just move on to another round. Actually, I'm going to try this one on that same piece of paper. Look at that. Those look badass. They're hollow in the end. Let's just try them out, see how they work. I'm going to try 3200 PSI this time and see if we can't get better results. And if that yields something better with that one, then we'll circle back to another one. Right around 32, there we go. Ooh, that thing looks mean. There's one. All right, that was pretty close. Ooh, looking good there. For a gun that shoots this hot, putting groups like that, I can live with it. Ooh, that one touched another one. One more. Whatever this is, I think this is the round right here, boys. Oh, that one went low. Anyways, let's check it out. Yeah, that one's looking pretty good, and this one's looking pretty good too. Like maybe I pulled that one, but I'm not even gonna count that one right there. Look, see how it's like oblong? I think maybe I loaded that one in backwards because I'm not used to having, you know, a hollow point in both sides. So I might have loaded that one in backwards because that's a big rip. That looks like it came out and tried to turn around or some crap. So that might be why it's way down there. But that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna have to ask him what that is because that needs further research. I mean, look at that, boys. That thing's putting some heat down for air rifle, right? Let's just shoot one more down there real quick and see how it does. Let's make sure I load it correctly this time. I think I did. I think I loaded it backwards last time. Whoops. Right in that same cluster. Okay, so far, the two that appear to be working the best is the Nielsen Specialty Ammo, 55.5. So this one deserves more testing and development. You know, try different speeds and all that stuff, different holds. And this is the mystery one, which is shooting pretty darn good. But like I said, I'm not gonna even count that one. It's all at a weird angle. So something happened when it came out. I followed up with another one that I made sure I loaded correctly, and you can see that's pretty good. I can almost put my pinky over those three, and those might have been me. Who knows? Like I said, on this table right here, it's definitely, whenever I fire it, it moves all over the place. I'm doing my best to hold it still, but it's not perfect. But this is good enough to see, you know, what's going to shoot well in this rifle. Since I can't get any more rat sniper slugs for this guy, so we got to find something else that'll work good. God dang it. All right, so I had to reposition because the sun was ridiculous. I couldn't see what the heck I was doing. So I moved the table over here. It's actually more level. Before, every time I shot it, you can see every time I would come back, the gun would end up being over here because it was going downhill. So this is more level. It's probably gonna be better. So we're gonna shoot the 55 Nielsen's one more time in the top corner of that target. We're at the same distance we were over there. So let's give it a shot. All right, so in this next section, the camera is giving me all types of problems. I was going back, shooting. When I came back, the camera is off. So these last two groups of 5 groups, the next one is gonna be a 4-round group. I didn't have close-ups on it. Reason why is because I'll show you right here, just the camera is messing up, and that's one of the things you have to deal with when you're making these videos. All right, so this stupid ass camera keeps on not recording. What the crap? Must be a crappy card. Let's see how long it records. Oh, maybe because it's about out of battery. Is that the reason why it's shutting off? Now let's put a new battery in here. Wait. Oh, the card's messing up. That's what it is. Gosh dang it. Yeah, that's a little better. This one's over here. I can cover up those with that. Like I said, none of this is as good as the rat snipers. The rat snipers, they pretty much are all, you know, almost all of them could touch almost every time at 50 yards. But like I said, they don't make those anymore. So this one looks like to be a second contender. We'll still be looking. I do think the other ones are better, but let's go shoot the silenced one, and we will aim it at this guy right here. That one over there likes these 48s, and I've never tried it in this guy. So let's try some 48s real quick before we shoot that one. The 48s, they're also sized to 249. Let's see how these guys do. And then I got 3 cans up there we're gonna pop off later on. One. Two. 3. 4. That's enough. My ears are starting to ring a little bit. Well, maybe it likes the same one as the quiet one likes, the 48 grains. Look at that, folks. They've got to be zipping out of there. So it seems like these 48s that I already had in size to 2.49, the same ones that one likes, and they both have LW barrels. Since that one is just a little bit shorter because it's suppressed at the end. So that was a pretty darn good group, I ain't gonna lie. So those cans over there, that's next. All right, so I just recorded that one little segment with this camera. It didn't mess up. So hopefully it'll get these cans nice and close up exploding. All right, buddy. Don't screw up on me. We found a winner chicken dinner round. But, cause they've got to be zinging out of there fast. So 3 cans, 3 slugs. If I mess with that group I just did, then I'm really screwing up over here. Woo! Yeah, these things have got to be moving because that can is straight up exploding. And I hope that camera down there ain't stopping on me. Ah, dang it, stupid glasses. And we ain't gonna top off. I know it's moving plenty fast. Oh, I grazed it. It's peeing. Let's finish her off. Let's finish her off. I slipped for sure. I pulled the shit out of that one. Let's top her off. There we go. No more cans. One can. Two cans. And 3 cans. And where'd I graze it at? That's gonna look cool on camera. Anyways, let's see how fast these guys are zipping out of there. $10.84, and they're grouping good. That's a win-win, baby. All right, guys, well, that is pretty much it for this video. My next video, I'll be, well, depending what I do. Like I said, I do car stuff, I do computer stuff on my YouTube channel, and now I'm gonna add air rifles to it. Hopefully YouTube doesn't be a big dick about it and allows me to do this, because I am within their guidelines, but you know how that is. They make their own decisions, even if you don't break their rules. And one thing I want to point out, since these are not firearms, you can get internally suppressed suppressors for this, buy suppressors for this with no tax stamp. You could modify them. There is no regulations of what you can do as far as modifications to these rifles, and that's pretty awesome. They're one of the last frontiers in our country that isn't super regulated, and these guys are definitely there. Of course, you just can't take them out and just shoot them anywhere. You know, you got to be definitely safe with that, which I want to point out one more time in the video. Be safe where you shoot these, because you don't be dumb with these. They're not toys. But until next time, we'll be doing this one next. Hope you guys have a great day, and peace.